Hello. Oh, hello. Where am I? Hold on. What the hell? Hold up. Wait a second. That isn't right. Where the hell am I? Well, that's weird. What is actually up, guys? I don't know what is happening. Where am I? Help! No, seriously. What is going on here? Hello? I'm gonna do one thing real quick. What? What is happening? Hello? Excuse me? Hey, OBS, where the fuck am I? Hey, what the hell? Anyway, hold on. Hey guys, I actually don't know what's happening. Hello? Guys, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm gonna be 100% real. I actually have no idea. This has literally never happened. Hello? I don't see myself in OBS though, and I don't know why at all. What the fuck? Hello? Yeah, we don't see it. No, I know. I know more than you know that you don't see me. Hey, cool. I love tech issues when I've done nothing wrong. Awesome. This is gonna be so cool for the vibes because I wanted to have a chill day. But I'm gonna be angry by the time I get actually able to show myself on screen. Please don't crash out. I'm trying not to. If you if you want me not to, don't try to feed the anger. I will kill you. I'm gonna I'm closing programs and reopening them that aren't OBS. So if it is the case that I don't know. Hey man, I don't know what's going on. Oh, cool. Oh man. So what happened was fucking no idea. No idea. Absolutely not a clue. Anyway, hi. I couldn't tell you. I really don't know. Hey, I closed and reopened something. The programs. Hey. Wow. Oh, hi, handsome boy. Yata. There he is. Yes, hi. Welcome in. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, don't in moments like that, do not try to feed the anger. I will just make it so that you can't be here anymore. Yeah. That's all. No longer a ghoul. Oh man, dude, it's crazy. However, how often like tech issues happen, man. Dude, I'm like, I really don't know. I'm like, there was no update or nothing. Not a clue. Well, I mean, actually, I know why it might, I don't know, maybe have happened, but like, it still doesn't make sense why it didn't get fixed by, I don't know. It's whatever. Anyway, hi. Welcome in. Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome. Today we're going to be just yapping is the plan. But welcome in. Hi. Take deep breaths, Hooty. You're not dying. It's fine. I think it's fine. I've been having like crash outs recently, and I'm sorry. I really don't want to be like an angry dude on stream. I mostly am just chill, so don't worry. I realize that I probably will not be wanting to play Hollow Knight unless I find a really good way to be zen about it. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta like really relax all my muscles and not even think about a damn thing. Like, I don't know, like yeah, like I was literally about to say, is like, do something like get high and play, and it would be like the closest to like at all being okay with a Silk song. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I feel like it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm not about to do that, but like, holy dude, holy. Oh my god. But it's like, I think, you know, we vibing, hanging out. I think the next game, I've been trying to figure out what I want to do next. Major game next. And I'm like, I feel like it's one of those things where I don't really know. I really am not sure. Here for the best moment. Oh. Currently vacuuming. Oh, that's so vacuum sealing them, making sure they're fresh forever, never letting them out of containment. Putting them in the crystal. It's gonna make them feel like they're you know, just time moves faster in the vacuum seal. That's kind of silly. Put them in jail. They're contained. I feel like I have such like chill crash outs. I don't have like loud fits of rage. The closest has been on Silk Song. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm like letting myself be way more weird and wild on stream, so that's why I'm like crash outs, and me being way more like stupid and wacky has been like okay. Suspend an animation, yeah. Well, it's like they think things are going faster. Don't crash out. Don't crash out. You're too sexy. Ha ha ha. Oh man, I'm like, I think it's because I'm like way more actually passionate about things that I'm like, I get heated, bro. I'm sorry. But it's like, I'm still like chill mostly. I'm like, I'm not like taking it out on people. I would rather not do that. That's not cool to do that. So I'm like, my only time I'm like, hey, when I'm like audibly warning people, I'm like, hey man, don't you you know, hey man, here's the audible warning, don't feed the rage right now, kind of thing. That's when I'm like, hey, don't do that. Don't. I'm about to kill somebody outright with a ban hammer in game. Turn somebody into like minced meat. Throw them into the shredder. guards, seize them, kind of thing. Yeah. I'd like to be soup, please. I feel like if you want to be soup, I don't know if that's a positive thing then. You know, I'm like, if I'm trying to threaten somebody, it has to be something they don't want. I'm gonna turn you into like beef jerky is like the opposite of soup. I don't know. No, I feel like beef jerky isn't the exact opposite. It's close. Like you know, fruit jerky. Fruit jerky is the opposite of like oh shit, I hate jerky. Oh, bro, I'm like, I don't know. Sorry, I'm like, I truly am trying to like not have like, I'm actually a lot better now that things are working, bro. Getting threatened with a good time. That's what I'm saying. French onion. I don't think I've ever had like I've had French onion soup, but I'm like, I don't think I've ever had one that it has even been like close to good. Like it's always something that just doesn't. I'm like it's nothing. It's like the essence of onion in like water. It's like onion broth. Like if you made like other things with it, then maybe, right? Hello, hi. First time chatter. What a cute little emote with it. Welcome in, hi. Well, that's confusing to me because normally it says when you're a first time chatter. Because it's like not saying that you are. Right? Have you like chatted and not realized kind of thing? I wonder. But welcome. Hi. Something about late night soup. Need one it from a Jersey. Yeah, you can keep your onion slop. I feel like if I were to make like French onion soup, it would basically make for like an okay start to something like noodles. But I'm like, October was too long to remember. I kind of agree, man. I feel like this has always been how it's been. So I'm like, I don't know. Right? It's like, this is just how, I know. I feel like it's kind of just the vibes have always been. Like, I don't know. Want to help me cheat on a quiz? No. I feel like that service requires payment. You want me to help you cheat on a test? You gotta, you know, provide reason for my incentive, bro. Otherwise, I might just, you know, give you the wrong answers on purpose because I think it's funny. all the answers are A, B, A, B, B, A, B, A, B. Yeah, exactly. Yep. When in doubt, yeah. Oh, dude, I used to do. I was so bad at school that I'm like, I really stopped caring past a point, right? It's like one of those things. It's like I've just wanted to like, I don't know, do nothing but like slack off, right? I wanted to just like hang out, draw, do the things that I knew I wanted to do. And dudes, like school was not it at all. I was so terrible at classes. Like at best I was like because it was like, okay, the thought of like straight up like I don't want to even like try on a test kind of thing, and I would still do okay. And then like, dude, it's so wild. Man. Yeah. And I don't want to think about school more than I have to. Yeah, school isn't really like I don't think I have like a lot of great memories of school, bro. Especially since like I don't know. College was not even my thing. College was like terrible experiences as well, cuz it's like it's high school bad, college bad. Dude, it was all just garbage. I did it because I thought it was gonna help, but like nowadays I'm like it probably would have been like nothing, man. Nothing worth my effort and time, and at least I'm not in debt. That's a, you know, I don't have a student debt. That's a big plus. It'd be like, man, I don't know. I feel like it would be so much more stressful on my everyday life if I did, dude. I hope you guys that are going through school like have a solid plan for stuff, because that is scary. It's very scary. Must be nice. I have, oh dude, debt scares the hell out of me. I feel like if oh man, I feel like if it was like if I went into debt, I would be like stressed 24/7. I feel like I'd have to like, I don't know, streaming would be like not the vibe, only because I'm like, I gotta pay off the debt now. Yeah. Got myself into when I was chose med school. Yeah. But I mean, I'm gonna say that like at least I feel like, I don't know, with med school, it feels like something where it's like at least the degree matters. And so I'm like, I don't know, something like an art degree wouldn't exactly, right? I don't know. That's my thought. Like to me, I'm not dissing on those that have it. I'm just like, hey man, there's much better avenues to get to the same spot for an art thing. I'm gonna tell you right now. Got my first credit card this year because I was scared, and I'm like 24s, dude. I'm like, to me, I have like decent credit, and it's like, so the thing is, I have like, how do I even explain this, right? I'm like, I have had a card for a long time, but it was only so that I could build up my credit from like a really early. Yeah, also, once more, please do not dox your age. I know. I've just, yeah. Like, you could say non-exact things, like, I am in the middle of, I'm like in my 20s. That still is like, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. There's ways to do that. That's all. Mm-hmm. Late on that, my bad. Yeah. That's all. Just to make sure you're not doxing yourself. I mean, if anything, that's all. I feel like it's more I don't know, man. I feel like it should be like super commonplace, but like if it's not, then I'm like, I don't know. Is it not as commonplace as I think it is? Because I'm like, I've always been told like, don't say shit online. Like, don't do anything online that you won't want forever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Going back to, yeah, game talk. Tactics could be fun. That's a thought. Yeah. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a good one. How was you guys' weekend for those that are like, you know, doing good, doing good vibes? I don't know. I'm like, I've been like, I had a thought of like what I was gonna talk about, and then like the beginning of stream had tech issues, and I'm like, bro, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I'm like, I really don't know what like caused that, and it threw off my game so bad, bro. Made cranberry sauce in preparation. Ooh, that's right. Thanksgiving is this week. Oh shit. I forgot about that. I know that I'm gonna be doing stuff on Thanksgiving, so that'll be nice. Have a nice meal. Have a good meal. Big amounts of food. Yeah. Do not go to work this week. Ooh, nice. Hell yeah. Eat and snack. I've been like mostly trying not to snack. Dude, I've been so bad. I've been like, man, I gotta stop myself from snacking as much as I do, because I'm like, I'm a fiend when it comes to it. Clinic is doing a potluck. Oh, potluck. Guys, for those that like know anything about it, do you like, what's your like favorite food, like Thanksgiving type food, that like if you know anything, like what is it? If you don't celebrate because you're not from the States, I think we have like a good chunk of people that are like, nah, not my thing. I'm not even physically close. I'm like, I don't know, the general easy to go to foods are like a turkey with some, you know, some gravy, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, yams, or I guess sweet potatoes, depending. Trying to think of like other foods that are like staples, mainstays of Thanksgiving. I do like potatoes a lot, man. Family doesn't do traditional Thanksgiving food, so mashed potatoes is it. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. I feel like, weirdly enough, a canned cranberry sauce, like straight up from like an old can. Not, I guess not an old can, but you know, like straight up, like this is super processed cranberry sauce. Kind of hits different. I don't know why. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be so real. I have literally never heard of strawberry pretzel salad. That is the first time I've ever heard that ever said in my entire life. That sounds fucking awful. What are you talking about? Strawberry pretzel salad. That sounds insane. That is, I'm sorry. It just like every time you've brought up this kind of food, I'm just like, that's not real. I'm not even gonna look it up. It's not real, man. Strawberry jello, pretzels, whipped cream, graham cracker dust, and it's like a bar. That's like that's a Charlie Brown ass Thanksgiving food. I'm gonna be so real. That's hey man, Snoopy called. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Snoopy. I'm making a Thanksgiving food out of the spare sweets that we got. I guess. I don't know, man. That's wild to me. I've literally never heard of that. I've never heard of it in my entire life. And I don't know. Dessert casserole doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound bad. Also, I'd try it like once. I'd probably try it once. Wouldn't ever call it a salad, first off. Not in my entire life would I ever call that a salad. Secondly, it's definitely not in my mental palette of anything anywhere close to anything that is involved with Thanksgiving. That sounds like something that you put together. I don't know why it's called a salad, then don't call it that. I don't know why it's called a salad, then it's not a salad. Oh boy. Yeah, man, I'm just gonna mash together, like, I don't know. Midwesterners can have so much, only have so much, man. Yeah. Nothing should be called a salad unless it's majority lettuce. I do basically agree, yeah. Let me live, it's just the name. You can literally come up with a name, and I'd agree more than I would agree with the sentiment of calling it a salad. You could call it a fluffernutter and be like, yeah man, what's up? I know that's an entirely different thing. Fluffernutter's like what, like I don't know. Yeah, I know it's already a thing. I'm just saying example wise. Just say like syllables and it's close enough to like what even. I think I'm gonna start to think that random things tossed together gets called a salad, like genuinely. It just, I'm not gonna agree with the sentiment is all I'm gonna say, man. Like, it's crazy to me. Hold on. Excuse me, sorry, I'm like trying to find something real quick. Hold a moment. Trying to find this logic. I think that is the logic, but it still doesn't feel correct, even like by language standards, right? It's like if you said a salad, like the word salad, right? Where's Hootligan? Oh shit, sorry. There they are. There we go. Welcome in. Hi, Floofy. Sorry, didn't say hi earlier. Welcome, welcome. We've been vibing today. Happy Sunday, dude. Yapping about everything and anything that comes up, basically, right? There's like, well, guys, you gotta understand, it's not Hootligan singular. That's just one of them. If we wanted it to be accurate, let me see if it might like start to lag if I made it accurate, okay? Because it'd be like this. It'd be like just, you know, one with every single one of you. You are the Hootligans. This is how it would be accurate, right? It's like, yeah, Hootligan. Yeah, it's you guys. Turn that one orange, that's me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Hootligans. It's these guys. That's very, very cute. You guys are the Hootligans. Sorry, I'm like, I gotta cut down the numbers. It's gonna start killing me. Pressing Control Z just definitely like goes crazy in this kind of like OBS will kill me, man. Like, oh my god, that's my bad. Oh man. Flying around. I feel like if it were to, I would definitely want to get like alerts with these guys in it. Banish them into the dimension of doom, bro. It's okay. They'll get better. They're like magic familiars, if that makes sense. Like, even if they get like turned into dust, they're fine. You know, they'll like reapparate in a like a you know respawn in a minute, not a minute, but you know, like who knows, man? It's like it like they disappear into the ether, and then they're reformed by like. I don't know what would be like good thoughts on that. Like maybe they're like, what are you Hooligans? I don't know. Like what are you made out of? Just magic dust? Fluff. That is true for sure. Spaghetti. I don't know if asking the Hooligans, you guys, what you're made out of will actually garner any like actual answers. Fluff and whimsy. True. Yeah. You're made of whimsy. That's what it is. Fluff and whimsy. That makes sense to me. Yatta. Spaghetti. Hopes and dreams. No, that's, you know, hopes and dreams are what boobs are made out of. Quinoa, rice, lettuce, and ooh. I feel like I'm pretty bland when it comes to like my salad options. I'm like, my go-to is always like a Caesar salad, bro. A single brain cell in that fluffy body. Dude, I love drawing like one of the Hooligans in like a really stupid pose. The soul of every man who's crossed me. True. I got heavy hopes and dreams. That's crazy. Let's go. Holy shit. Crazy, bro. Oh my god. Hope we aren't made of salad. I think I'd be more surprised if you were. It doesn't feel like it would make sense. The little hands and itty bitty Pete's. Yeah, dude. I like the little claws that they've got. Nice. Speaking of a picture of a Hootligan. Oh my god, wait, I just remembered something. Hold on. I'm not done. I want to color it. But I'm drawing something, not full illustration. But I am drawing something for Joel's birthday. And it is that I drew a little picture of a hooligan and a blockhead, and it's really cute. If lettuce is all water, then we are 90% lettuce. Therefore, we're a salad. True, I guess. Let me show you. I drew the sketch of it. Yeah. Let me show you guys. Yeah. It's very, very cute. Boom. All right. Yatta. Okay. Here we go. Managed to catch a stream. Let's go. Hey. Oh my god, welcome in. Hi, Simple. It's been a hot second, dude. Welcome in. Hope you're good. Welcome. That has been a second, huh? Goodness gracious, dude. It's been a minute then. Also, hi, Huma. Welcome. We were just about to show some art I did, or sketch already. I've done of Joel for Joel's birthday soon. Joel's birthday is on the 30th, so I want to do like a little illustration, not like a full illustration, but like render this at least a little. Yeah. Look, it's a hooligan and a blockhead. Look at them. Let me zoom back a little so that you can see the whole thing. Look at them. Yeah, this will be, I'll color this for, for, you know, when it is actually time, but yeah. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that, you know, hooligans and blockheads have some overlap. So, yatta! They're excited for cake. I'm excited. I don't know. I'm like, Jill's a homie, so I'm like, reason why I bring this up is because I was like, speaking of like their little claws, look at the hooligans' little hands. Oh my god, I love them. This is so cute. I love it. It makes me happy to draw like little guys in this way, bro. It's really, really fun. Hooligan would pat his belly like us. Oh my god, dude. You're so silly. Yeah. So small and polite. Yeah. Little flappies. Flaps and then, you know, just hanging. He's excited for cake. He hasn't had a cake. Hooligan hasn't seen cake in a little, or this hooligan hasn't at least. I don't know. They were saving up. They're like, you know, their cheat day for when Joel's birthday lets them have a slice of cake. Yeah. He's forgot what cake was, and then he's happily surprised. It's like, oh yeah, this is cake. Yay. Oh my god, dude. He has gained the knowledge of cake. Oh my god, it's true. Man. I think I draw the hooligans, you guys, pretty cute. I think I do that pretty well. I like his little hat too. Yeah. 1 skill point into cake. True. Oh boy. I like it. Also, let me see. Do I have any other silly doodles or anything to show you? Oh, I do. I've been, okay. On the exact opposite side of this spectrum of things I draw, I've, how do I transition to this? I have refined the drawing of Hooty a little bit, not by too much. I've refined the drawing a bit of Hooty. And I think yeah. Like a little cleanup on the can, and then, you know, a cleanup on the face, and, you know, getting the pose just right. Yeah. I'm like, there's actually no reason for me to do this other than I'm like, I kind of just wanted to. Feel like, I don't know, man. It's one of those things. It's reason enough. I like it. I like it. It's fun. Are those hopes and dreams? You fucking betcha they are. Absolutely. Yeah. There's other things that I'm drawing that I can't. Well, I could show you, but I'm like, it's not done by a long shot. So I'm gonna hold out. Drawing a friend's reference sheet, and there's a lot of progress needs to be done before that's even like anywhere close. But she's been needing an ups like needing like a ref sheet for a long time, so I'm like happy to actually be the one to be able to do that for her. Yeah, Hooty has lost a cup. No, it's true. I used to say P for pirate, but now I am O for owl in with Hooty, and I'm like, yeah, unfortunate. Don't the letters mean absolutely nothing unless you like have like the letters mean nothing unless you have numbers attached, right? They mean something. I mean, they kind of mean something. It's been working out. It's okay. It happens. Back with. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Round the body to the very front. I'm like, I don't actually know. I'm like, I'm gonna be like 100%. I'm like, I really don't. I kind of do, but not entirely. I know like it's one number is like band size, but I don't know like what if it's like if it's below what the number is, or is like all the way around. Yeah. I'm like, I really don't know, man. I'm sorry. Oh, like around the rib cage. Okay. Letters. Yeah. Okay. Circumference of your body just under the booba. Oh, okay. I feel like I guess I could like, I've measured like how like my width of my chest is. So I don't know. I don't remember like my shoulders were very different than like the rib cage, that's for sure. So I don't know. I'm like, it's like I have like decently broad shoulders, bro. And I'm like, just under. Okay. I was like, I know that they meant something, the numbers. What do they mean? The numbers. But I wasn't like 100% sure. It's one of those things I'm like, I feel like I'm a weirdo if I ask, right? I'm like, bro, I'm like, there's no reason other than like, I don't know, for fun. So I don't know, it's whatever. Whatever. It's supposed to be that the Hooty is slim with the big booba, okay? Big bazongas, okay? Okay, I'm like, I know that they mean something. I just don't entirely know. Oh, it's huge. Yes. Okay. Well, okay. Can I tell you something that it's really funny? It is really funny to me because of the fact that I do understand that is immense, but also anime proportions. It is a large number. Can I show you like the reference for the character that I took reference? Because it was that there was a character that was like they stated this is their size, right? And it's really funny in hindsight. And I'm like, it's not super absurd, but oh my god. 120 triple Z Zenless Zone 0. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Well, now I'm curious, like, that's not the rib cage, is it? Or is that the rib cage? That's like, I don't know. Is the number the I don't know anymore. Sorry, I thought I knew. I was assuming the number meant the rib cage, but I guess maybe not. Yeah. Anyway, let me actually move back to the there we go. So, okay. This is Hooty, right? And this is a character from a manga that I was just randomly reading one day, okay? It's for no particular reason. We're not getting into it. And they stated what their size was at some point. And I was like, oh, it's O for owl. And I'm like, I feel like I've matched it pretty close. I don't know. It's anime proportions. So I'm like, you know, I'm like the person drawing it, the original, like it may not be functionally accurate. So oh my god, I'm sorry. That's just funny in hindsight. And similarities for sure. My back would be dead. I feel like I've always been like a really physically fit person, and I've seen people say is like, hey man, I've done workouts to prevent having back problems. I'm actually good. And they have like a decent sized bust, okay? I don't know, man. Sorry, it's really just funny. I'm hey man, not to say skill issue, but oh my god, dude. God damn. I'm joking. I think it's just really funny whenever characters have like quote unquote stated sizes and stuff, and it's just kind of funny in hindsight. Like if you've ever seen like Nikkei or like other gacha games, bro, holy, those games have like crazy stuff going on. Wow, you know, I want to get into that game because I'm interested in the gameplay, right? Hopes and dreams are made out of double at the hospital. Something else causing the pain. Ah, I see. in a headcanon that she's an archer's back. Oh, I think I have, yeah. I mean, hey, you got to understand, it's also me, right? Are you saying that I'm not physically fit? Oh no. Oh no, dude. Well, I hope you're taking care of yourself. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm also saying that it's like there's probably a like you know, you do what you want with your body. If you feel like it's not like for you to have the size that is, you do what you want, okay? Live you. Oh man. Oh. Is this the slow? Yeah, it's the slowed down version. I was like, what the hell? Why is his voice so deep in this one? Oh my god. But I'm like, I used to there was like one point, dude, I have a story of like loose like semblance of a story, just so that I'm vague about things. There was a point where I'm like, guys, I used to be like super toned, right? We know this. But like the problem is, like, more often than not, if you are toned, it's not exactly that you're like built. But there was like a point where I was both, basically. And I'm nowhere near that anymore. But it was that I had at some point needed to do something that was like super out of my comfort zone. Is, well, like, it was like the equivalent of like powerlifting, because it was an emergency scenario. There was a point where somebody was not like hit by a car, but it was that there was a car on top of them, basically. Like, they were pinned underneath a car. And it was an emergency scenario, and I was able to functionally lift the front of the car, kind of thing. So that this man's was not underneath the car. And it was like, I was in pain for the next week, but dog, it was something that I was functionally able to do. Lift a car off the damned ground. But it was like, it was adrenaline pumping, kind of like, oh fuck. Yeah. So I'm saying is like, I got a pretty strong back and lift. I'll tell you that much, okay? I am never going to be the type of dude that's going to complain about taking in the groceries in one trip. My body can handle it. Super who, dude, it was a I'm glad that they didn't have like long lasting problems, but Jesus Christ, it was like scary. Yeah, man. It was like, I think during that moment, I definitely pulled a muscle in my back, but it was like, dude, it was like straight up, I was the only person there, and it would have been so much worse if it was like any longer. So, yeah. This is like, ugh. So that stuff is like, absolutely. It was like I said, they were just pinned under, not like it wasn't something like they were in a ran over or crash or etc. But it was like, you know, tire was removed, and they were like working under a car. So it's like the jack slipped, and it was like, oh shit, they're pinned, you know? So not a cool scenario. Not a cool scene. Oh man. But it's like, I don't know. Like, I'm certain there's like a huge difference between that and just having that constant weight in front of you. I get it. I'm saying I have a strong back, Okay. That's the long story short. I'm built different. Mm-hmm. Man, you know what's silly? I've have you guys seen the most recent short in TikTok I've posted? We'll pause conversation mostly, dude, for the ads. That story is so stupid in the funniest way possible. I'm like, man, every time I think about that stupid ass story, man, every time, it's so goofy. It's a story about how if you haven't seen how I am like super dense on the occasion, and that's just the tip of the iceberg kind of thing, man. Mm. Actually, you know what? Real quick, now that we're playing as, I will be right back. Okay, I will take this time to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, okay, hooligans? I'll BRB. Hello, hi, welcome back. Welcome back, hi everybody. Hope you're doing okay. Just get stretching, doing your work. I don't know, but I do realize, legitimately, dude. I'm like one of those things. Like I feel like a start of the stream threw me off so bad. Like I had so many things I wanted to talk about. I don't even remember, right? Oh man. Mm. Well, welcome, dude. I want to draw more femme Hooty, but I'm like, I don't know, man. It's like one of those things. It's like, besides the fact that I'm like, I don't know, I don't often draw ladies. I'm like, I don't know. The only character that I feel like quote unquote comfortable like like doing, me or like Femme Hooty would be like the only characters that I feel like is comfortable, like, you know, like not looting exactly, but like like make look more hot on purpose, if that makes sense. Because I'm like, I can't draw like homies like that. That's all. But, you know, I have other things that I definitely need to do first. So I'm gonna try to get those guns. Dude, I have like priorities need to be aligned. Sometimes I feel like I need to be like explicitly told, like, you know, this is what you need to do next, dummy. And I'm like, that's honestly right. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not a bad thing, but it's also like, damn. Hooty with the Hooters. Yata. Do I put that in like the references and stuff, right? I don't know, man. Do I? Maybe. It's stupid. I'm sorry. I'm a dummy. I think, honest to God, though, it's like really funny to, you know, it's a little funny. It's a little funny. I feel like designs for VTubers are just so good, right? I want to make something that's like, I don't know, like I can't I can't thirst after other people's designs because of like my brain entirely correlates to like the person, if that makes sense. I'm like I'm torn because it's like, buddy, I can't be doing this. I can't do that. It's like hot boys or pretty ladies. I don't know, man. It just, oh, designs are pretty. Yeah. I think I'm like just the type of dude that overthinks all that stuff though, right? That's like, I don't know. So many people have been like so weird in like so many ways in this, like in the VTuber space. So I'm like, I don't want to be like perceived that way. And so I'm like, man, yeah. I don't know. Then again, I'm like, fuck it, why not? Who cares anymore? Why not? Not like, you know, be perceived as weird in that way, but it's like, hey man, people have been weirder, that's for sure. But it's like, you know, as long as people understand the vibe is, you know, yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I've seen so many like, I don't know, like I can't help but think this design is like attractive kind of thing, right? And so I'm like, if somebody feels this like, you know, this is a extension of themselves, that is understandable because I totally get like, this is you, because like that's, yeah. And if you are not like that is the vibe, then it's totally fair. But I'm like, damn. Damn. You know. Yeah. I think the problem is like, I'm not like super close to some people, and I'm like, I wouldn't want them to think it's weird, right? That's the thing. Like, I think homies designs are like really good, and also very attractive. But I'm like, that's gonna be weird if I say it in without a caveat of a conversation piece, right? You know. But then again, like I said, I think it's legitimately just that I'm overthinking shit. That's all, you know. Bro. It's, you know, how it be. It is what it is. I think that legitimate like design stuff is so good. I've stopped like worrying as much. Like if you've seen I don't know, like some people's designs, I'm not gonna outright like bark at the screen kind of shit. Like, but I'm like, this design pretty good. I'm gonna say that, and it's like I'm normal about this, and then like smile, thumbs up, kind of thing. Hey, don't worry. Take care, Twitch. Hope you're having a good one. Hope today was good. Yeah. Let's go. Next 3 months, fitness will go fast, I pray. I believe so too. Dude, if you keep at it, it becomes easier and easier, okay? Fitness goals is like definitely, it's the hardest to start, but once you keep a momentum and keep a rhythm, it is so much easier afterwards. You just make it a part of your like routine. That's what you do. Like even if it's not like a lot, doing a little bit of a day, like a day, is certainly way more than some, and it can help like so much more. Like even if it's just cardio, right? Like doing a little bit of a walk, that's something. Plan to be healthy weight by next birthday and then lift. Yeah. Oh boy. I think that it's not easy. Like, okay, so the thing about this, right? I am super familiar with like the process. You know what's wild? If you don't do it in this way, it's totally understandable. Muscle can help burn weight, but the number on how much you weigh may not go down in the way that you would want. Because if you're only weighing and not like keeping in mind that muscle weighs more than fat, it is hard to keep track. I get it. But it can help maintain and keep weight off if you were to, you know, work out a bit more in that way. Muscle is super helpful for maintaining at the minimum. But even little things like cardio, like I said, is very helpful. And a lot of things when it comes to like weight loss isn't exactly even working out. It's more about diet. Not like dieting. It's more, what I mean is like what you are eating versus like, you know, if you're just like passively having snacks all day or something, right? That's not going to be as good as if you are, you know, making sure you're understanding what you're putting in your body. Because then it's like, it's way easier to know what you're having and like what you can do. Like you can have cheat days and stuff a lot more understandably, instead of like, oh, why did I like go up this much during this like part of the week or something. There's also, you know, like I said, different body types that are also a very huge factor. Like if you are somebody that's like, you know, this is maybe a little much to know, but it's like I'm like the type of dude that does know this stuff, okay? And it's like, if you are somebody that has periods, no matter what gender you are, right? If you are somebody that has periods, hormone fluctuation like that will affect it, and that is something that you, if you don't keep in mind, can be harsh on your psyche. And so if you know you're taking care of yourself in any way, like trying to lose weight, keeping that in mind, if you do have periods, that can be something that may feel like, what is going on? Why am I gaining weight? It's not a linear thing for some people that don't have that stuff go on. Mm. Mm-hmm. Hey, how was your day from 1 to 10? So far, I feel like it's been a pretty like chill day. Nothing crazy. I feel like I'm gonna say a 7 out of 10. Like, it's not crazy, but it's been genuinely positive. I'm helped myself like make a good vibe by like I did spend a little money to like buy a burger. Yeah. So I've made it a little bit of a better day by doing that. Mm-hmm. Also, yeah, if you're heading out, take care of yourself. Appreciate you. Dude, I love burgers. It's honestly a little silly. So you get set 7. You'll get 7. Thank you. Hey, thanks for the 7 shiny little bits. Appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Appreciate you. Burgers are nice, man. I don't often do it. Have you ever played Stardew? It's been a while since I've played Stardew. But the last time I did, I played it modded Stardew. Came from Shorts. Let's go. Welcome in. Hi. If you are just joining us, I am sorry, I'm like, I got distracted in that moment. Welcome in if you're just joining us. Hi, my name is Hooty Who. I am the Night Owl VTuber with a nice deep voice. And yeah, generally we like to have like good vibes, good conversations, and you know, good times, man. Have you ever tried Fields of Mistra? Ooh, I haven't personally played, but it's the fact that I know that it's more fantasy sort of farm sim, yeah. Secret. Ooh, okay. I've never played, but farming games are like really, really hit or miss for me. Because it's like, it has to be something that keeps my attention. I used to play a lot of like one specific, like Harvest Moon when I was younger. Yeah. But it was like one of those things where I don't feel like I've how do I explain? Like, it's like, if it is like a just chill time, I want some like some drama or some energy in it, right? Does lean into more fantasy, prefer the retro anime vibes and art. Oh, okay. I do like I like the fantasy stuff a lot. So I'm like, that would honestly probably entice me a bit more than some do. Sandbox in general is like hit or miss. Yeah. Like if it's, oh man, like a game that's like make your own fun, like not a Stardew specifically, like a make your own fun kind of game where it's like a Minecraft or like a survival game, like those. Not exactly my thing, but if I'm on a server with friends, that is where it's like a lot more fun. Because I love like the vibes of just getting to you know, just hang out with people that I don't normally like, and it's like way easier to talk to somebody in a natural sense if that like you know, they're just walking past your build in Minecraft or something, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, I'm not normally going out of my way to like DM people. I'm like nervous and anxious about that stuff, but if it's like a natural thing, it's way, way better, bro. Mm. Totally get it. Yeah, it was the same feeling of making stuff for others to see. Yeah, it's like, yeah, if you are somebody that's like also able to like, you know, build something nice and cool to like on a server like that, like an example again, it would be like really fun to show it. It's like, hey, I built this, and it's like, this is my base of operations, and it's like a cool like mansion that you know, even if you're looking up a tutorial on YouTube to like, you know, make that build, dude, it's like, it'd still be fun to be like, yes, I live here in my manor. It's like really fun to me. Mm. Mm. Making stuff for others to see, like you like cooking, that's good. Hell yeah. I feel like I would like cooking a lot more if I had like way more free time to do so. I don't feel like I give myself the free time to do that as much as I like. I don't know, man. It's like not a passion of mine. I do like cooking, but it's like, yeah, it's not like for fun for me, unfortunately. A manor, a ghoul, a casket. Yeah, I like, because it's like, okay, one of my favorite things is like, if I can make like a good sweet treat for myself, dude, it's like, I love that stuff. It's so nice. But I'm like, I don't often, the only time I've ever really made foods for others people has been genuinely either like if somebody's visiting, like a friend's visiting, or if I'm like family's over at most. A manor. Dude, I love that silly bit, dude. It's so stupid. A ghoul. Hmm. An arachnid. I think that dude had like a part two of some at some point of that stuff. So silly. I feel like it's like one of those things where I quote that way more than I need to. It's definitely a meme for our you know, the hooligans here. Yeah. A casket. Hmm. It's like if, you know, not exactly like a vocal stem, but like it's one of those things where I'm like, I keep on like I can't stop myself on the occasion, bro. I'm like, oh, it's just so funny. Hmm. What was like one that I had recently stuck in my head? It was like silly thing to like repeat. Ah, shit. I'm trying to remember. I was like, I was like, it was stuck in my head kind of thing, like repeating it. Shit. I'm trying to remember because it was like a TikTok sound or something, right? I'm like, dude, it's one of those things where I'm like, whenever a new silly thing. What do you mean temporarily blind? You're blind forever. That's might have been it, but like that's one that I keep on seeing. It just pop up whenever people play in Dispatch now. It's great. What do you mean temporarily blind? You're blind forever. That is really fun to me. Hmm. Hmm. I'm trying to like, I'm like looking through my likes on TikTok. What was it? I don't remember. It was like not, that wasn't it, but I know there was like something else Hmm. Hmm. He's punching dicks. Oh my god. I was dispatched and picked it up. I really liked it. I had a lot of fun. It's one of those things though, it's like I think that the fan base might be devolving fast. But I think it's a very fun game. You know what I mean? Where it's like, ah, yes, the game is great. The fan base. Oh. I've seen some really wildly heated debate, like back and forths, and I'm like, I just like the like certain characters, man. I'm sorry. I don't know. I didn't like certain characters, and I liked certain characters. That's me. That's where I'm at. I don't know. Dude, we have had discussions about it here. But yeah, I do really think it was a fun time to play. We played it right. I caught up to the episodes right before the last two episodes came out, so it was like really in the thick of it, kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. Fandom discourse is truly no man's land. What? It mistyped to no moan's land, and that's crazy. You type in moan more often than the word man? Holy. Damn. Crazy, brother. Chill. I hate if you moan in this land, man. The only real agreement is everyone wants to romance Malevola. Yeah. Also, I realized only after I've stopped playing how to say it. Her, like, Malevola. It's not said as much as I would want it to in the game, okay? It's Malivia is what I was saying. Malevola is how it's pronounced. It's right. Excuse you, bunch of hooligans. Hooligans. Say that again. What's a hooligan? Only hooligans here. What the dude. We're hooligans, thank you very much. Exactly. Now you got it. There you go. Put some respect on the name. Hooligans. Yeah, man. It's goofy as hell. I love that though. You know, it's been a thought of mine. I haven't actually played a lot of like more common like games that people have like been super into recently. Like, and I've been trying my hand a little more at it, right? Yeah, hooligans. Yeah. That's the chat. The hooligans. They look like that little guy in the corner. That's just one hooligan. He's here to say hi. That guy's, he doesn't really know where he's like where he is, but he's like excited to be here. Yeah, it's a mass of hooligans. I'm like trying to think of like a word that would be like a group of them, because like a congress of owls is a thing and a flock of geese or blah blah blah, right? I'm like, I feel like I want to make it like like a if I were to make up like a term for like a bunch of hooligans, a gang of hooligans, maybe a circus of hooligans. That's really funny, actually. What games are you into? There's a lot. I'm really, you know, I could like honestly play just about everything. I am super about like the vibes of nostalgic games are really fun for me, but also like I don't know. I'll try just about anything. I think the most recent example of that was like, you know, if I when I was playing the water park sim, dude, that was like it was so fun. I kind of got a little obsessed. Anything that isn't Silk Song or Hollow Knight, it's okay. Well, a little bit. Hey man, that was for a dono goal, and I knew that was gonna like start to rage bait me, kind of thing. I'm sorry. I don't think it's for me. Okay. I have my opinions about them. But yeah, man. I think the next game we might play is I was debating whether or not I'd play Expedition 33 or Final Fantasy Tactics, because I want to play like an RPG. But I'm also like I'm like in the mindset, I'm like, I don't know, man. There might be like another game that I'd really love to dive into, but I'm like, I'm not really sure what. But yeah, I do feel like if I were to, I have never played Tactics, and if Expedition 33 wins Game of the Year kind of thing, it would probably go on sale. I'm gonna be so real. And I'm like, I do want to play it. I'm not gonna say no, I will not play it. I wanna like make it so that it's worth a purchase, okay? That's all. That's all. That's all. But yeah. I'm like, oh dude, I'm like obsessed with like fantasy as a genre. Like, dude, I'm like such a fucking nerd about like magic and stuff. Like not like magic systems, but like the idea of being able to do magic seems like it'd be so fun, dude. But I know that it's like not all that for like, you know, certain RPGs, etc. But I'm like, with Final Fantasy, dude, that stuff is like, people say like Final Fantasy Tactics is like their favorite Final Fantasy. And I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Out of all of them, yeah, Tactics. Sci-fi over fantasy over sci-fi. I have seen and watched things that are fun sci-fi, but it's not my go-to, that's for sure. Yeah. 33's music alone justifies the price. I would understand that too. I've heard a little bit of it, like not the whole soundtrack, but I've definitely seen that the music is so well composed. So I'm like, I'm gonna say I would agree with the little that I've heard. Like, yeah. I feel like another thing though is the thing, if you are familiar with anything like this, I'm gonna out myself as like an insanely like a pushes up glasses kind of nerd, is that I have played so much like Dungeons and Dragons, but not like specifically the quote unquote tabletop system Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like tabletop games are like, yeah. Dwarf fantasy as a whole, extravagant writing and fantasy structures people come up with. Yeah. There's a lot that you can do with the like a loose magic. And then from Hunter x Hunter, ooh. You know, that's actually wildly one of the few anime or shonen that I've not really watched or read. Only because I was like sad that there's not a finale, or it's like, you know, it's still ongoing. But then again, I'm like, you know, people probably feel the same about One Piece. So I'm like, I feel like I don't really have a much ground to stand on for that. I feel like I'd probably really enjoy Hunter x Hunter. It's kind of finished, like sorta. Maybe. Like if I know that I could like catch up if I like spent the time to. I feel like nowadays it's hard to for me. It's hard for me to get into like shonen as much nowadays. But yeah. One Piece's value lies in its journey rather than destination. I agree. I'm like I for those that don't know, I am actually caught up to One Piece. The manga even. So I'm like that's why I'm like I don't have much ground to say that like you know something ongoing isn't worth it. I like One Piece so much, but I'm like super biased. I'm gonna also say I've talked about this in the past, right? Just a little bit. I have read a good amount of Bleach, read and watched a good amount of Bleach. I stopped reading and watching when the main villain got taken out. But yeah, haven't picked up One Piece. I think it's really fun if you do like shonen. I think if you're since you're saying like you like Hunter x Hunter, I think you would really like One Piece. I know like a genre of shonen isn't for everyone, but you saying that you like, Hunter x Hunter, I would say give One Piece a shot, and I think you would be very pleasantly surprised. I know there's a lot. I'm not gonna say it's flawless. I feel like it's one of those things where there is a lot that it can be improved on. But I do think that it is something that has been like, I don't know, a really good story. Yeah, personally think I want to wait until the reboot. Yeah, they are. They're actually, you're right. There is a reanimation happening at some point with One Piece. I think that wouldn't be that would actually be a pretty solid idea if it's sometimes, I don't know, soon, but I know that is in the works. Yeah. The pacing is a decent understandable like criticism. I agree. Yeah. I think that there's a lot of fluff that didn't have to happen, especially in the anime. And so I get that for certain. Yeah. But I think in part, if you are somebody that's like not in like you're not trying to catch like the point isn't to catch up kind of thing, it's to enjoy the show. Sometimes the fluff isn't the worst, but there's other times where it's like, okay, this is dragging on. Yeah. The studio reboot only covers the East Blue saga, condensing it to 100. Yes, I saw the I did actually watch the reanimation, the condensed version. It was really good. Don't get me started on what Toei did with Dressrosa. Oh my god, I feel like, okay, I'm gonna be so real. Okay, not to get into spoilers, there is a lot in Dressrosa that didn't have to happen, okay? There's a lot in Dressrosa that didn't have to happen in the manga, even, in my opinion. But that's, neither here nor there. Like, some things were a little dragged on in the manga, even. But, yeah. I think that's like understandable criticism. That's what I'm saying. Like, it is not a perfect piece of media. I will never glaze it to that degree. That's for sure. There is also problems with how like certain animations are, and I'm like, what are we doing? Toei, what are we doing? Sometimes, but it's like, yeah. I mean, nowadays it's a lot more consistently good, but that's a whole lot of ask to get to Egghead and shit. And Wano. Dude, Wano's animation is what spikes every sort of quality, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I feel like the animation quality has just gotten even better since, and I'm like, I'm so happy about that. Yeah, oh, it does still have its issues. I agree, I do. I think that when it comes to people like complaining about Egghead, though, I feel like people have complained about like that and be like, my steak is too buttery, my steak is too juicy, and my my lobster's too buttery. And I'm like, I don't know. with Egghead, in my opinion, that's what it was like, oh, the animation's too much. I'm like, is it? I think it's nice. I don't know. They might be overcompensating past a point, but you know. The beginning of Wano had some weird time filler things. Yeah, it's true. I'm enjoyed the Egghead and I'm in love with the opening. I love how pretty the animation can get. Dude, I recently watched, sorry, this is like a super heavy One Piece. I'm going to say one thing and then we're going to move past, because I'm like, I don't want to isolate everybody that doesn't like the like One Piece talk. I'm like, I'm no longer a pirate, nor do I really care to like entice people into One Piece anymore. I'm going to be so real. I really love the idea of like the backstory of the dude more OP. I just came in more. Dude, welcome in. Hi. I read Kuma's backstory, and just reading the manga of Kuma's backstory, oh dude, that teared me up. But then watching it, I was out for that fucking day, brother. Like it hurt me hard, dude. Oh. Oh. That stuff it's well animated and potently just oof. Ah, man. Hyperfixations are sweet. Dude, I'm gonna tell you, for the longest time, I used to have like a hyperfixation about pirates. Absolute shambles. Like legitimately though. I was like, I cry watching things. I'm not gonna deny that, that's for sure. But it's like I'm like, when it came to a certain point in the backstory of Kuma, I made I cried to a point where I'm like, I'm unintentionally like making like crying sounds. I'm like, Kuma, cry, dude, he's fuck. It's like the fucking hardest part is like the end of the like recap of it, dude. Oh my god, I'm sorry, it hurt me hard of like just to like reel back. I'm like, this is why this whole backstory was even told, and I'm like, oh fuck, this shit hurt. Yeah. Grew up with Caribbean. Yeah, I did. Dude. I have like, man, I can talk about that a little too. When I was like a little kid, I went to the like Disneyland Pirates of the Caribbean, like, here's like the Pirates of the Caribbean on the red carpet in Disneyland. And I'm like, oh, it changed my brain chemicals, bro. Like it like oh. Holy dude. And And then, you know, yeah, with the the fact that that happened in my like formative years as a kid, and then like I discovered Shonen Jump at my like local like at my local like grocery store that sells magazines and stuff. And it was like they very inconsistently got Shonen Jump, but like I open up like the Shonen Jump, right? And the introduction to One Piece is straight, like for me as a kid, if you know anything about One Piece, right? This is an insane thing to say. The introduction to One Piece for me was, I was reading Shonen Jump. I see Bleach, I see Naruto, I see the middle of I saw Marineford was my first introduction to One Piece from a Shonen Jump in the middle of a goddamn supermarket. I'm like, what is happening here? What are we doing? And if you know anything about One Piece, that is an insane thing to jump into without knowing anything. Oh my god, dude. It's like jumping into like the middle of like an entire war arc, bro. It's like there are so many things that led up to this point, and then like people are fighting, people are dying. It's crazy. Yeah. And also, yeah, Skypia is not filler. I agree. It is not. It is actually decently important. Holy shit. It's like decently, like, yeah. There's a few things, man. Especially now. Elfin Light. I've only heard of it. I've seen little clips of it, and it looks so well made, man. So many current chapter things that are like would not be happening without it. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, nah. This is not filler. No shot. Yeah, I can't stand people that say it's filler. How is it filler? It's super important for like introducing certain things too, man. Yeah. I'll even defend Long Island. Okay, well, I kind of hear you. I really didn't like Foxy. That's okay. You guys like talking about One Piece in this way. I'm like, I know that I can I need to not have the conversation only be about One Piece, bro. I'm sorry. Here's gonna be the last thing I say. I have recommended not paying too much attention about Long Ring Island, only because of the fact that there is things in the beginning and then things at the end. A lot in the middle, it's not really important. But there is some interesting stuff. I agree. Yeah, man. Dude, I'm gonna be so real though. If you're having fun, keep yapping. Yeah, I hear you. Thank you for being actually kind to say that. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of anime that I grew up with that I'm like, I was talking about this at another point entirely. I watched Bleach, and like, if some of my earliest crushes were like, you know how some people are like, man, I loved like Kim Possible when I was a kid. I'm like, blah blah blah, dude. It was like the ladies of Bleach, oh my god. That shit, oh man. Like Yoroichi, Orihime, just so many ladies, bro. They're like, god. I'm like, it's not the best story, but god, are they fucking gorgeous. Oh boy. I'm lightheaded, man. I need a fan in here. Jesus Christ. It made me annoyed with Orihime. I agree. No, I totally get it. There's a lot of bad writing, and I love the design. I love the character art. I love like the visual aesthetics. This is a story I will never defend. There is a lot wrong in Bleach. I don't like it as a story, but god, is it, do they have that shit on? Oh my god. They look so fine. Both the guys and the girls. I'm not gonna lie. Like Grimjow, there's like I feel like even Aizen, for those that know things about Bleach. Sorry, I'm just saying names. There's a lot of good characters in Bleach visually. I'm okay. Hey man, not saying that you're in strange company, okay? I am a pan man. The gender of anybody does not matter. Everybody can be hot, and Bleach was a problem. Okay. Man, I was saying one of my like childhood crushes was I remember her full name, man. Her name being like the full form of Nelliel to Odelsvak. I remember her whole name because, bro, I had to Google search Nell, and I gotta know the whole name to find what I'm after, okay? God damn. Aizen with or without glasses? I liked Aizen. He was pretty good. I'm like, yeah. I think there's a lot of like really good. I don't even remember her name. I talked about her last time. One of the monsters of Bleach, she had like a reveal where she like showcased her number on it. Like she had like a story arc like thing where it's like, oh yeah, unzip her top and there's like a number on her tit, kind of like, and it's like an important story beat. I'm like, this is crazy. That's crazy. I don't even remember your name. But yeah, yellow hair lady. Yeah, I was saying last time we talked about this is like I could not remember if she had yellow or blonde hair, bro. I'm sorry. It's like it's nobody's fault. It's like it was in the moment when I was like a formative years, bro. Reading Bleach changed my brain chemicals, okay? It's not anybody's fault. I also recently Horrible? That sounds right, yeah. Also, hi Winter, welcome. How you doing, bro? Yeah, she's a shark lady, that's right. I love a powerful woman. Catch you next time. Take care. For you, it's Inuyasha. I don't think I ever really got into Inuyasha. There's a lot that there's a lot that's like before my time, unfortunately. like I was a little like real like I'm just saying I was a kid when like some of these things were on like, you know, adult swim kind of thing, or not adult swim, it was like Toonami at best. But I'm like, I get it, I do. It's a different aesthetic for sure. An anime that's under the radar. Oh, you know what? I want to get into certain animes actually that are like nowadays, because I still really like anime. I just haven't watched like a lot recently. Stayed up to watch Inuyasha and it was like 3 a.m. Oh man. I watched certain Toonami shows, bro. One that I'm gonna say is like my goat, that I don't even remember if it was specifically from Toonami. It might not have been, because it's like, when did I even watch it? It was like when it was airing, maybe, was Space Dandy. That was also a very, very fun show, man. Holy shit. If you've never seen Space Dandy, that is so good. It's such a good anime. You want? I feel like also there's animes recently that I'm like, oh man, Space Dandy is a trip. It's so fun though. Sorry, I was gonna say is that what is it? It's like Dandadan. That one I've heard is really good. It's like really fun, but like really well written, is from what I've heard. Yu Yu Hakusho. I've only seen little bits of it. I don't know much about it. Dandadan is good. Yu Yu Hakusho. I know in part only from like little clips. Needs trigger warning. I'm pretty okay with a lot of stuff. Yeah, no spoilers for that for sure, because it's something that I'm probably planning eventually to watch. Another really good one that isn't like a shonen. I think that I've watched like maybe 3 episodes of the entire show, but I want to watch the entirety. Is I really have been pacing myself watching like Frieren. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, Frieren is gorgeous and so well made, dude. Oh my god, it's so good. Frieren, yeah. The elf and the purple-haired apprentice lady so far is, yeah, Frieren, yeah. It's such a good one, and I'm like, I've only seen a tiny bit, but dude, it's gorgeous, and it makes you just feel, I feel. Yeah, gotten into it. Oh, what did you do? Unban them. They've done nothing. What are you doing? Hold a moment. Cat, you're fine. Cat box. They will be missed. A rip in pieces. 07. Rip in pieces, bro. It was nice knowing you, man. God, too soon for this world, okay? It's very confused. No worries. Oh, man, it's okay. I think that you know, tech issues happen. Fly high. What did I do? I was confused too. I'm like, what did they do? I don't think they did anything. And then you said, oh God, I'm sorry. I'm like, help. I'm like, okay, hold on, hold on. Jesus. It's so silly, bro. Too soon. They were so young. Also, ads are going. Dude, you know what? I'm gonna say today's been really nice. I love vibes of like days like these. Hootligans, if you're hearing this, you guys have been really very cool today. I appreciate you. Very, very cool. I like just hanging out, talking about anime and boobs. Hell yeah, dude. Supporting the IL. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna add to the end of the command that we pause whatever we're doing, so don't you worry. Yeah. It's been a bit since a Yap stream. It's true, it's true. I feel like, honestly, Yap streams are, you know, like one of those things where I want to do pretty, like a little more consistently, because I do really, really like them. Chat commands, hold on. I'm doing it whilst the ads are going, so I can, yeah, I will not forget. Yeah. Don't worry, we pause whatever we're doing so you won't miss a thing. Nice. Yeah, okay. Just double checking things. Vibes are nice. It's been a good one, yeah. Also, good evening. Hi, if you can hear vibes. Talk about Lord of the Ring. Legolas was hot. Dude, I really liked Legolas, man. I feel like definitely out of the cast, it wasn't really a lot of like thirst trappy kind of characters for sure. Legolas was definitely a good one though. Also, did I save the changes or did I just mess it up? Hold on. Hold a moment as I just go back to double check. Hold on. I did save it. Okay, we're good. So if I wrote it about it, then yeah, we're good. Welcome back from ads, by the way. Hi. I was gonna say is that I pause what we're doing so that you guys don't miss a thing during the ad break. So don't worry. Okay, I appreciate you guys. I don't like when the ads are, you know, going. So we generally try to make sure that nobody's missing a thing, okay? Oh yeah. I care about the Hootligans experience, okay? I got you, bro. Got you, homie. Yeah, Orlando Bloom being Will Turner as well as Legolas. Crazy. I don't know if he's doing great nowadays, but I don't really keep up on actors. When he was doing that, he was pretty good. But I'm like, I wonder if he's actually doing anything okay. Thanks, bro. I got you. I feel like there's been a lot of music where it's these vibes. I want to switch it up. Hold on. Can we switch up the vibes? Background music, at least. Welcome back. We're gonna switch it up because I feel like we've been having like not lo-fi, but at least like city pop stuff and whatnot. So I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do this. How's it about? Yeah. Because I have been wanting to listen to this kind of music for a little bit. A little more consistently. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Okay. So hell yeah, dude. Some music like Thought Squad. It's been on my docket a lot recently because of how, like, I don't know, fun it is. But also, you know. Put on heavy rock. Ears are sensitive. No worries. I am actually somebody that's like, I'm pretty familiar with like a lot of genres. I don't really think that like stream music for me is going to be like heavy or hard rock all that often. It's like at most is going to be like a heavier bass at best for stuff like this. I'm not somebody that's going to put on like screamo or something. That's not me. I have listened to like certain like heavy guitar, but that's about it. Vibes are important to me, man. Yeah. When going through like my old jams, I generally listen to like a lot of genre range. I realize it's really silly in hindsight how crazy my variety is, honestly. Because it's like this and then stuff like you know, we've got straight up classical music on my like liked playlist here. Hold on. Sorry. It's really funny sometimes whenever it's just like choose from like whatever we just put on, right? But I'm like, hold on. Let me get. I want this playlist. Hold on. Not this one. Let's go there. I want more Thought Squad right now. I was depressed. Sorry. I feel like Thought Squad. I didn't know of them until like, you know, a dispatch, and I'm like, yo. Hey, hope it's been good. Welcome back. Hi. Love the new model. Thank you. I really like my new look. If you are, you know, enjoying the vibes of like the new look, it's definitely feels way more me. So hell yeah, I appreciate that. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Dude, speaking of art, right? I really want to, if I had like no thought on like, you know, donation money or like where funding is going, I would totally commission so many more people. I was looking at like certain people's comms for some things, and bro, it's like some people are going so crazy with prices, but others are like, God, you need to up your prices. And the others, I'm like, oh my God, this is so spendy for me. But I'm like, I don't want to like overspend, so I pace myself for sure, man. to do an updated fan art. Oh, I do. It's actually really very kind whenever anybody does any fan art legitimately. Get D&D in an hour. Yo, let's go. Hope you have fun with your tabletop game. Hell yeah, dude. Even if it's not specifically D&D, have fun playing. It's good stuff, bro. Hell yeah. I gotta like find a way to get back into that stuff too, because it's like I have been slacking. I have not played in a tremendous amount of time, but it's like so hard to find a group that would be consistent is the problem. Oh, that's so fun actually. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. D&D next week. Ooh, I feel like I have a bunch of people in my community are like interested in this stuff, and some of the like hooligans have like definitely been like, I have never played, but I love the idea, you know? And I'm like, oh, I don't think I'd be the type of person that'd be able to put it on for people, but dude, it'd be like crazy. Oh my god, Session got stabbed with a knife basically. Oh my god, that's so silly. That's crazy. Played D&D and Pathfinder this many moons ago. I feel like, yeah, also a lot of my original OCs that I used to have like a long time ago also stemmed from Dungeons and Dragons, and it's really silly in hindsight. I'm also like, I don't know. Attack on Titan. Oh, wow. I don't feel like I would know what to do in a like a pre-made setting. I've always been like so like potently this is homebrewed stuff for like a setting at minimum. At minimum for that. Definitely stopping by some more. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, we are consistent at like 3 p.m. PST Sunday through Tuesdays, and then Fridays. So hell yeah, dude. Always very kind to have more people hang out. Still got those OCs? I don't have like a lot of pictures of them. I have some. The last one that I had was nearly like the persona that would have been my VTuber, which is crazy. But it was like already so hard to it's already really hard to like find somebody to draw me. So I decided against it. But let me see if I can find that picture again. Yeah, there it is. If you haven't seen, this was one of my tabletop, like my D&D OCs. Wow. There we go. This guy, his name is Yoruzu, and he was a magic mask salesman, was the idea. And he was very, very cool as a concept. Yeah, no worries. Also, I guess I truly appreciate you. Lurkers are always welcome. Don't worry at all. Legitimately, it's very, very cool. Thank you for even wanting to hang out. Absolutely. It's rad. Thank you. This design was made by a really cool artist that I don't know if they even do design commissions at all anymore, but they made some like really cool OCs. Normally they were the type that just made like Pokemon Genjinkas, Pokemon like personified, and it was that they had commissions open at some point. I was like, I would love to commission this person. So it was like way back when I was like still in high school. And it was that I commissioned them, and it was like the most expensive commission I've ever had at that point in my life. That I commissioned this, and it was like it sounds like it's so inexpensive nowadays for what I got, but it's that when I first commissioned this, it was $75 as like a total, and it was made from scratch, like from the ground up, just as a concept. And I was ecstatic, and I'm like, oh, feel like you're addicted. No, this is just a story about a commission. You're addicted. I would be if I had the spare money, maybe, but I just want to be a patron of the arts. Okay. This was 75 when I was like in high school though, so it was like my hard-earned cash from working at a construction site. So I was like, dude, I got the money's worth, and I felt so good about that, bro. Because like this person does amazing work, and I think they still draw a lot of OCs in that same vein too. It's good to be addicted, to celebrate your fellow artists. Dude, I love art. If I was like a fabulously wealthy individual, I would actually commission a lot of people, bro. But yeah, I think at most I will definitely want to pace myself for what's worth it versus, you know, just for fun, quote unquote, right? There is a huge difference, especially since I am still waiting on my full design to be a thing. This, for those that may not know, my design right now isn't my final look. I have a design that is supposed to be like fully realized. I got it to as close as I could to the design I have built, but then I've changed it a slight bit, and now I'm like I've been trying to find some really good artists to work with so that I can have like a model full send that is my whole design without any sort of like pre-made stuff at all. It's a hard thing out here because it's like it's really, really difficult to find somebody that's like a cool, like somebody that draws like really handsome men in the way that I want, you know. I have to like approach artists that are from Japan and stuff, because most of the Western artists that are in the VTuber space, they are like really, they're really good at drawing ladies, but they're not as good as drawing like men. And I'm like, man, yeah. Speaking of, is your model an Astro Dark Valkyrie? No, I'm a night owl. Hooty Who the Night Owl. That's me. Easy clap. I've actually gotten a few questions similar to that, which is kind of fun. I don't mind. I do understand because of the wings, but it is... I am not a harpy, though that is also close. I feel like harpies have wings attached to their arms, though, so it's not quite. Yeah. It's simpler than that. Yeah, it's true. True. Look through VGen. It's true. I do have a lot of VGen artists that I have actually saved to commission later when I have more funds, or when it's worth the time to... There's been some that I am already in progress, and I'm like, ooh, I'm really excited. So it's like, that actually might be not soon when they're done, but it's like, I have already commissioned them, so they're like, hopefully at some point they will, like, sooner than later, get them done. And I'm like, I'm really excited about that, because it's like, I'll tell you, is that I gave them my final design and not just this one. And they were like really excited to work with me. And I'm like, yes. Because they were like, I really like the design. I'm like, thank you. I like it a lot too. Mm. I'm a bird, yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Cleared everything. There you go. Yeah. Let's go. Dude, I love the little badges I have too for the chat here. I had the idea of like switching it up a little, but like, yeah, it looks so nice. I like them a lot. They're very, very, very pretty. The gemstones and gold. Oh yeah. Mm. Branding is so chef's kiss. I think so too. See, okay. Like jumping back from to a conversation we were having a little earlier is that I had a hyper fixation in just like I loved pirates, but I realized it didn't make sense for my name. And so I am, I have switched to a very simple take on like me. And I think it's worked really well for everything involved. Like, there will eventually be more to it than just the night owl. But that will be more with the full design once that's actually done. Mm. So, yeah. More Sona-like. Yeah. Plus, I think I look really hot. I look really fucking good, don't I? Not like trying to goad those kind of comments, but you know what I'm saying? Oh my god, dude. I look hot as hell, okay? Oh my god. Trying to be respectful. You are very good to do that. There's, a good energy of like, yeah, more often than not. Okay, buddy. I actually also, I know that a lot of like really good artists are like, for like artists that are willing to make a full-fledged model. I have actually looked into people that have done other models for other people from Japan. And it's like really difficult to contact some of these people. But there's also other people that I'm like, oh wait, this person might also be really good. That isn't from Japan. It was like I found some really, really good Korean artists that would actually have a lot of skill in making like really good looking guy models. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about the Korean artists. Fuck. And I'm like, oh shit. You know who else does like really good art in general though? Is like artists from Singapore. If you've ever seen certain artists from like Singapore, it's insane the quality of some of those guys do. It's so good. You do great art. Oh, that's very sweet of you. I think I do decent art. I've actually definitely have improved over the years. I tweeted about that the other day. I'm like, oh man, I in hindsight, I'm like, I feel like I have absolutely improved my art. Especially, well, it's like the rendering could improve, but that's me being nitpicky. But I definitely agree is that my art has actually, I really like where my art is and I want to do better even more so. Yeah, Korean artists love handsome men. It's true. Like we have another good one in the, let me see. I can show off also if you haven't seen the Halloween art. And that was a really fun piece to do. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, this one was really fun. I feel like I could have done better, but it was like, like I said, I feel like my rendering is somewhere I gotta improve for sure, for sure. Also gotta go, and don't worry, appreciate you even being here, huh? Thank you for hanging. Let me show you guys. Yeah, if you haven't seen the Halloween work, yeah, I like it a lot. I think it was a lot of fun to get this doing it. I know that I have like points of contention where I want to make it even better than this was, but I think I did really well for this. Trick or treat. Yeah. Hell yeah, snatched waist. Oh, true, true, true. Wow. Yeah. This was on my Twitter as well. Welcome to the stream. Saw you on YouTube. Want to check you out. Oh, hell yeah. Welcome in. Hi. Welcome in, Angel. Welcome in. I was just showing some of the art that I've done recently. One being for Halloween, drawn me as a witch. Let's go, dude. Welcome, welcome in. Hi. Dude, I think that posting on YouTube has been such a nice thing because of the fact that there's been people actually saying hi from YouTube. It's been a journey trying to get to a point where people will actually come from there. So welcome in. Hi. Also, yeah, the Hootligan with a blockhead. If you're anywhere familiar with Joel Porcelain Maid, he's a homie of mine, and I want to like hang out with Joel a bit more consistently. I just got to figure out what to do. I'll ask him for like to do things at some point. I'm like, I just got to figure it out, man. But it's his birthday on the 30th, and he is a very, very cool dude. And I'm like, I really like him a lot. So hell yeah. But then here's the last one is just this is for me, okay? If you don't draw ladies, I mean, don't draw guys. I have a lady concept idea for like femme Hooty, okay? Oh my god, I'm sorry. Awesome. But you know, femme Hooty handing you a cola, reluctantly handing you a cola. Yeah, man. I like this so far. I feel like it's one of those things where I'm like, the way this is coming out is like, I got a really cute like face here. Like this was one where I'm like, I was making it way too like handsome of a face. But I feel like if it were to like be a trope of a character, right? I feel like the design I'm going for is way more of like a tomboy look than like full send a like gender swap, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, it was like the face was way more like the you know, the archetype of a like a lady that's like the prince of their high school, and it's like she's just surrounded by other ladies because they're like suave and stuff. That was like the vibe I gave for the the previous look. I changed it a slight bit, and then I'm like, I was just cleaning up the line work a little bit more. Yeah. Also, welcome in. Hi, Kate. Welcome. Hi. Hope you're having a good, I suppose it's morning for you, or maybe even midday. Tomboy rise up. I really like how this design is though. Yeah. Just hit midday. I was thinking, I'm pretty solid. You know what? I have friends in Australia. That's why I'm like, I'm pretty good at like telling when that is. Yeah. But I'm like, I love the way this face came out. I'm like, actually gonna say, I really, really like it. And I'm like, that's why I'm like, oh, I'm like, it would not maybe be a full render, maybe flat colors. If I did anything with this, flat colors of this would be pretty solid. This has been like more of like a warm up for drawing other things that I have, you know, a functional need to do. Yeah. Any would like suggestions? I'm okay. I'm actually like pretty solid at like my process. I think if anything, my analytical like eye is more advanced than my like where my skill in my hand is right now. Where it's like I want to be a little more there's more I want to do with like my skill as an artist with how I actually make it. But I'm like, I like the way it is so far. But like I said, I think if anything, I'm gonna like flat color this and post it in the Discord. I don't know if I want to post it on Twitter, you know. Yeah, she'd look like she'd pat my head and tell me I do a good job. Oh yeah. Yeah. Technicals of art drawing. Yeah, there's a point I definitely wanted to dive more and more into it. I just nowadays I mostly like art for me is something I just do for myself. Sometimes I work with friends, but that's about it right now consistently. I do have commissions, but it's not often that I do them. Right now I close them so that I like can keep focused on the work that my friends have already done for me. Also, oh my god, if you haven't seen, I did a commission recently. Oops. Hi Law. Welcome in. Hi. I drew Femme Hooty. And you know, I gotta be accurate, okay? It's O for owl if you're curious, okay? How you doing, bro? What's up? How's it going? Welcome. We've been just vibing mostly today. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna deny it. I know what I said. Let me show you another recent thing that I've done is I have drawn, where is this one? There it is. Hooty's personalities. I have also animated. If you are familiar with my homie Grimmy, I did an emote for her recently. There she is. Yeah. Grimmy's new clap emote is my own art as well. And I think I did a really good job on that one. Hell yeah, dude. Cute. Yeah. Grimmy is a sweetheart. And I literally, I really enjoy the idea of just doing things for friends because, and I'm like, hell yeah, let's go, Grimmy. There you go. So she was like, I like the emote. Can we just do that? And I'm like, yeah, I can do that for you, girl. I got you, dude. And then Grimmy also has I'm not gonna show it just yet because it's like really, really work in progress. But I have been working on Grimmy's reference sheet because she commissioned to do that as well. I'm gonna be real. This is not a call out. This is not a call out. She has yet to pay me for it, so I've paused for now. But I am doing her reference sheet, like a turnaround, full send. This is not a call out, but I'll start it back up again when she when she actually pays. Oh man. But yeah, Grimmy is a very kind dude. She's actually been somebody that's like been in my corner, rooting for me for a while, and I'm like, it's very kind of her. I've talked to her about like a lot of things that I've dealt with when it comes to stuff like content, and she's been very, very cool, talking and helping me through like issues that I've had in the past and stuff. So I think that Grimmy is pretty cool. Yeah. Also, let's get Femme Hooty off screen. Also true. Oh, dude, actually, you know what? I want to show that. I do. I want to show it. I have also drawn Cinna. Cinna's design is also my own handicraft. If you aren't familiar, Cinna, also Gaia, previously known as Gaia, has been, let me just double check that I am not like showing anything that I can't show. Let me double check. Yeah. Make sure that it's all Gucci here. Yeah. Good stuff. Alrighty. This is Cinna. This is Cinna, and she is a very sweet cinnamon roll chihuahua who owns a bakery. Let's go. I really like the design that I've made for her. It's a lot of fun. That is our mod. My wife. Yeah. There they are, Cinna. I think it's really cute. They asked for a dog that would own a bakery with, you know, certain features. And I'm not here to complain at all. I am here to comply. I will. They got the right artist. That's going to be for sure. Okay? They got the right person for the job, is all I'm going to say. You know, I think I did a pretty good job, man. I'm really good at drawing pastries, guys. See? Look! Real pastries in the pocket. You think I'm talking about, huh? Also, cooking utensils. So look at this, the little paw prints. Oh, I had so much fun doing this, by the way. Look at how cute. Look at how cute. Oh my gosh. I really like it. Yeah. Also, oh, I don't think it's, look at how cute the glasses are. Oh my god, dude. And a little bone. The little like a hoge with the it looks like her tail. I love the little details that I put into everything, bro. I think it's really, really nice. Yeah. Yeah, let me close out these. Little details are so cute. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I really like all the details I put into design work, man. Especially when it comes to like, I don't know, making things actually very much like, I don't know, it feels like it's making sure that if you were to look for the details, that it's like not overly complicated, but like the details are there, right? You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh, you zoom in and it's like it will reward you for like looking for those details, but it won't look complicated. That's a hard balance, right? That's a thing that's really difficult to like get correct. But I think I did a really good job at it. I like Senna's design for certain. Also, thank you for the launch streaks. Yeah. A snack for a second notice. Yeah. Dude, the idea of like putting snacks in the pockets was like really fun. That was I think that was initially their idea, Senna's idea of like, hey, can we have it so that there's just a whole apron full of like of these Mexican cookies and breads. And I'm like, oh fuck yeah, dude, I will do that. Absolutely. Just get me those references of the specific Mexican breads, and I can do that for sure. And I'm like, it was like really, really nice. Yeah. I do actually, I'm not even joking, I do think I did really well on the breads. Not even a joke. I'm like, oh, I think that's awesome. I don't often draw like inanimate objects like foods, but I'm like, with enough reference, I definitely could. I definitely could. Yeah. Feel like, I don't know, man. Designs are hard. Those breads are so good, by the way, especially the big ones. Aw, hell yeah. I haven't actually had any of those in the picture that I drew there. So like, man. Oh, also another thing. Senna also has a little guy that I designed, if you want to see. You know how I've designed the hooligans, right? Senna also has a little guy that I designed. Yeah. Would you like to see? I really like this one. This is Senna's little pudding dog. Their little pudding dog. Little guy. I think they're very, very cute. Little guy reveal for Senna's little guy. Yeah. I think I did a really good job on this too. It was like I think the initial idea was like something that isn't pom-pom pudding, but like reminiscent. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is but is not? And I think this is definitely a good, you know, original little pudding dog. Gonna nom on him. Dude, I really like design stuff like this for sure. Imagine squish. Yeah, the little, like, I imagine they like super squish like down, and like the idea was like that they basically wobble back and forth just to like The walk. Like a really like prancy puppy sort of walk. Just like wimp, 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 wimp kind of thing, man. It's really cute though. I like him. Yeah. I like design work though. It's fun. I don't know if I've shown this other one recently. You know what? Actually, can I show you something crazy? Oh my god. I'm going to show you something really crazy. Let me see. You want to see the first design for Hooty Who? The first drawing, period. I have found the first ever drawing of the idea of Hooty Who. I don't know if I've ever shown this recently, but it was like the first take, first idea from like 2020. Like, not even joking, like straight up drawing first time ever this character. And it was, I'm gonna say, not bad, but it wasn't really me. But it's like, I was like, yeah. Let me get this going, show you guys this. Because it's like, it's been a hot second since I've even seen this art piece, by the way. But I think you might recognize some ideas. It's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. Let me show you. Let me show you. Wow. This was when I used to render and like draw way less anime style. So that's partially it. The idea was that I was originally going to try to be like an owl vigilante kind of dude. So that's why I have like the domino mask and everything. So it was the sense of like, I didn't really know colors as well as I did. But like, I really, really wanted to do something colorful for sure, for sure. But yeah, I wanted like comic book character more than anime character. So yeah, the hood is a good concept. I really like it. I might return to that as an idea at some point. I could imagine like an OG design stuff for sure. The hands in the same pose. That's right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh my god, wait, it's come full circle. But yeah, I had like the straight up domino mask, the like hood and everything. It's crazy. Hands in the same pose, so it shows it's still you. Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Let's go. There's like so many problems with this, but I'm like, honestly, I don't care anymore. It's like really old art it was straight up like, gosh, what? It was like May 2020? No, March 2020 when I drew this. Yeah. So it's like 5 and some change since I've drawn this. And I'm like, oh, fuck. It's crazy to think about. Yeah. So it's really interesting in hindsight. So I don't know. Yeah. Instead of like being the Oni character, right? I was like, well, I thought I should, you know, make a design for myself. And that was the initial concept was like the initial concept. But I'm like, even that I don't think would have really fit my voice. I feel like it's very far off of what I would have eventually. This is full send right now, the most me I've ever felt when having design work. I wish I could show you like the now versus that, right? Like the design I've done, like as of like what would be like, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago versus 5 years ago. Which is, it's such a change in design. I'm like, guys, I'm gonna be so fucking real. I'm like, so if it wasn't something that like I felt like I could still hype up, I would just show you. I really would. But I feel like I need to hype it up more. I need to hype it more when it's actually a thing, right? So that's on me though. But trust me when I tell you, it is at the best it's been. The best it's been. Easy to draw, easy to look at, fun to draw even. I have actually had a lot of fun. Yeah. You know what? I'll tell you. The sketch of Femme Hooty is closer than what I have. Yeah. Which means it's like, oh, it's really close to what I already have anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there's things, but it's the closest. Big real reveal will be worth it. Yeah, I just gotta like commission. I have the money still saved. I just have I gotta find somebody to do it, bro. And that's why I'm like, I've been scouring. Okay, some people aren't open until later, and then some people haven't replied to messages or emails, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll move on. That's fine. It's fine. Guys, I do appreciate you, but I do feel like it's one of those days where I'm like a little low energy. I hope you're having a good one. I sometimes start to worry though. You good? Having a nice, you know, can I get a vibe check kind of thing? What's the vibes? How you feeling, huh? How's the Sunday? They must accept. Exactly. Yeah. Somebody also that I was like, I want to like work with, they said they were open, like not to me, but their like description said they were open in December, and that they changed that recently to be like January. I'm like, no, you can't be joking. You have to be joking, bro. I want to work with you, but I can't force you. But God, your art is so good. Yeah, comfy Maxon. Yeah, having a great time. I am too. Hell yeah, dude. It is a pretty sleepy Sunday. I agree. So if I really want to work with them, I would wait. It's almost tempting because they are a really good artist. But they won't even open like inquiries until then. And that's the problem, I think, is like, oh, fuck. You know, I don't like waiting, but if I were to be a patient man, it might be worth the wait. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm like, I'll pay you whatever. I'll take out a loan even. Like, let me have this art, man. You are a champion of making handsome hot boys, goddamn gorgeous men. please let me work with you. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Hopefully. Ads start in 5. Thank you for the reminder. I think it's like a lot more worth waiting, but I don't know. There's also been a part of me, right? Artist, please. I have the coin, I have the money, I have the dosh. It's like 2020 all over again, brother. There's a possible. Yeah, there are others that I can actually pursue. I just think this would be like the A team kind of thing. Would have this person on. Yeah. The pros, the super potently powerful art. And I'm hoping that they would. So I'm gonna try to be patient and see what they're after. There's another person that I'm like, man, let him pay you. I know. And I think that the art is still something that all of the Donathon has covered, is the thing. So I'm like, that should be good. I'm just trying to make sure that it's, you know, not going crazy with it. That's the problem, right? I'm trying to be like, here's somebody as an artist, I'm like, I know what I'm after. And if I'm going to commission somebody to be like my forever home kind of design, I will hopefully have them to work with. Yeah. But if not, there is other options that I think are really good. So I just have to pursue a lot more interest checks kind of thing. I was like, hey, you artist, can you draw handsome men? Please draw handsome men for me. I need this in my life. You guys, I don't know. I'm like, I want to make design work, right? This is one where I'm like, I could. Here's the thing, right? I had a thought. There is other ways that I could make it wholly my design, but it wouldn't be my, like, the artist that I would forever want to go with. And that's the problem. I feel bad if that's the case. Like, I'm trying to feel out whether or not that's like a bad thing. Because like the problem being is the idea is it's that you know, this is trying to be like as potently a cool thing to do as much as I can. Yeah. But if I can just get the design out, it would be faster. But I'm like, I don't know if I don't want to rush it is the problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm trying not to rush it, but it's also like the idea of like make it so that it can be perfect later, or make it now so it can be better later, is like, it's been a thought in my head too. You know? I'm like, it's been a toss-up. Because I would much rather have something that, you know, if I can have like everything be the #1 artist out of my choices for a lot of this. But if I can't, there's been other ideas to still make it hopefully work, you know? It's a hard thing to balance though. Yeah. I feel like in my position, right? I've been, some parts of me has been like super impatient. So maybe being as impatient as I am sometimes, maybe doing what would be like the in between may not be the worst idea, but it's hard to say, right? I'll put a pin in that. That sort of thing is hard to feel like it's, yeah, it's a hard thing. Yeah, there we go. Here's the paragraph of like text saying, we also pause. I think that helps a little bit. Do worry. Yeah, okay. I didn't notice until just now. I didn't either. Man. Fuck. I'm so bad at writing. I was in the middle. Don't worry is what I need to update it. Hold on. Don't worry. Okay. Be concerned that we pause. Yeah. Imposed fear. I'm so worried. Panic. But, dude, also, I really want to, you know, want to dive into the world is, the world of Final Fantasy Tactics tomorrow. So I'll be grabbing that tonight after stream so that I'll be all set tomorrow. I'm excited, bro. Final Fantasy Tactics is going to be so fun, man. Or just tactics in general. I've never played a tactics or the tactics game, and I'm like, oh man, I'm excited. Grab this. Guards! Seize them! They're threatening me, and I. They're not threatening. That's not the word. It's whatever. Whatever, man. I am the guard. I know. Hey, welcome in, Raiders. Ads are about to end anyway. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Hooty Hoo, the Night Owl streamer, VTuber. Night Owl VTuber with the nice deep voice. Welcome in. Hi. You are new here. My name is Hooty, and we've been vibing, hanging out, just yapping all day, really. Just talking, shooting the shit, saying hi. Alert was very delayed. Was it? Maybe it was. It didn't feel delayed to me. But my chat's delayed as well. Oh shit. Man. Maybe it is. I think I've been maybe dropping frames. You know what? That might be part of it. Bro, I hate this shit. Sometimes when you drop frames, it's like it sort of compensates by the fact that like it'll make it lag a little. Yeah. So I don't know. Drop this. Well, welcome in. Hi, Octavia. Octavia, hi. So I have to remove mobile because Twitch is being so ass on my laptop. Oh, it's like 3 seconds delay. That's not the worst, actually. I think it depends. I think it's like one of those things, man. One's in chat when I say one. What you up to? We've been just yapping. Yeah, it's barely delayed. It's barely delayed. That's, yeah. Be fine. We're fine. We've been hanging out though. Haha, one. Don't mind me. I think it's possibly just that I'm like a little like, you know, delayed in my own brain's buffer more than anything. Okay, bro. I don't know. I think often I sort of like buffer out conversation pieces, and I'm like, man, it's kind of silly in hindsight. Hmm. Be fine. You know what's also, I've been playing some games in the back, not today, not streaming, but like whenever I'm like trying to find things to do that aren't like work, right? I have played a little bit of a game that I think is really silly in hindsight. It's Where the Winds Meet. If you've heard of the game, it's really wild because it's a game that how do I explain? It's a game that like I didn't think I was gonna get too into. It's been interesting, but I'm like, I don't know how much more I'll play of it. It's a game where you're playing as a wuxia like kung fu master from like a wuxia movie kind of thing. It's really interesting. Finished Cat's Quest. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go, dude. Ring of Pain. I don't think I'm familiar with Ring of Pain. I've heard of Cat's Quest, but I hope you're enjoying it, dude. Hell yeah. Where the Winds Meet is one of those games where it's like, I thought it was going to be like a full price game where it's like, oh, this is like at minimum 40 if we're like indie dev, 60 if it's like full send like first party game. It's free to play. And it's basically like a wuxia souls like game that also partially plays like Where the Winds Meet is like also akin to like certain, it almost feels like it would be like Genshin, but it's not bad. It's like a Souls-like without the difficulty. I have definitely seen just like it feels really nice to play. But it's also like I do wish it's not this developer's fault at all, right? It looks better than Genshin, that's for sure. It's like one of those games where the graphics quality is like actually really good. I am like, I do wish I was, I don't know. I kind of like anime styles or stylistic choices, but I do also really appreciate that this is just gorgeous as a game. I haven't gotten to like major like boss fights. I've been mostly just dilly-dallying in the game mostly. Just running around doing my own thing. I finally unlocked a secondary or a weapon that I was trying to unlock. But the weapons that I'm currently wielding in game are a fan and an umbrella. And it's like, that shit is so funny to me, where it's like, oh yeah, you could have the choice of like spears, swords, pole arms, dual blades. I'm choosing the fan, the hand fan, and the umbrella. That's awesome to me. mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mine is the fan and spear. I feel so cool and powerful. Yeah. I feel like it's one of those things where I'm like, you are able to basically, I don't know, just like you're able to like make yourself feel cool as hell without like struggling through a boss fight. Like, it was really funny to me when I found out that I could like straight up fly using the umbrella. And then like, I think later on I can have the umbrella that itself actually be something that like the umbrella is something that could be like autonomous and do the things that I have been doing whilst I fight with my fan. And I'm like, oh shit, that's actually really cool. Like a sentient weapon for a certain period of time. I like that. So it's really cool. I don't know. It makes me like just kind of appreciate the like the creative ideas this game has been doing. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm not out of like like maybe a trial period of it, because I'm like, if it doesn't keep my attention, I'll probably move on to something else, but it is really good so far. Yeah. It's not anything intense, but we'll see. Bro. Also, want to say is I think that like there's been so many different things where I'm like, guys, I have been absolutely just loving, I don't know, the environment of like indie games right now, because it's like indie games have been like, I don't know, one of those things where I feel like an indie game doing the same idea of like a game that's been discontinued, or like a studio that was like shut down, that like, hey man, here's the evidence that we can make some cool stuff without your help. Very awesome. I don't know. I'm like, so because it's like Dispatches was like a really fun game that I was like actually really looking forward to. I'm like, I'm glad that I played it. And I'm like, I think it's awesome that it's like actually at least up for 1 or 2 awards. I don't remember how many for the Game Awards, but it's also like it does also make me really excited for like Expedition 33, because it's like Expedition 33 is but isn't exactly an indie studio, but it's like it's got like an immense backing of money, but it is like indie devs. They used to work for like what was it? It was like Ubisoft, yeah. But it's like, man, I saw Malivala's last name being Gibbs is an like an homage to her passed away stepdad. She didn't know it was, she was like, he was gonna pass before. And I'm like, oh, it was I saw a clip of that, yeah. Also, hi Jungwon, welcome. Hi. The fact that it was supposed to almost be a throwaway line was like really, really good. But it's like, it was something where I didn't expect it to be like that potently important to her after that. Like the voice actor is also a streamer. She's an Australian streamer that she's like, I've seen a couple of her clips before. And dude, oh. Wouldn't she realize when she read the line? Apparently, okay, so the way those lines, well, at least hers was like, the line written was that she just said Malevola, but apparently she was like, directed being like, hey, if you want, you can give Malevola a last name, and that'll be for you. And she said, okay, and that was the line that she delivered, and she wasn't sure if that was going to actually be kept, and that's why. And I'm like, it's so actually like sweet. Like it's so actually kind of like the developers, because of the fact that the person that voiced her didn't know if it was going to stay or not. And it was like, I think only one of the takes, and it was like, yeah, oh man. And I'm like, oh. The fact that they made their sales within the 3 months. Yes, exactly. Dude, I actually am, because of that, I'm certain there's going to be like some drive for sure trying to make another season. I do believe that because of the fact that it did even better than they expected. Like, I think they weren't expecting anything. Like, they were like, hey, I don't know if we have like what we're gonna want out of this. We're gonna we're doing as much as we can. Yeah. He would keep forcing Robert. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, him wanting to do more. Yeah, Aaron Paul is like a potently important part of it for sure, being like, we're playing as Robert. And I think that's awesome, first off, because he did an amazing job as Robert, bro. Like, I don't know if anybody really gives as much credit as they do, because he is primarily a film or TV actor. And so it's like Aaron Paul doing as good as he does in the booth with this. And there was another character. It was like a guy from Invincible who was also there, and I think he did a great job for that one. Even if it was like really intense, it was like really, really good. And so I believe in him for being a really passionate voice actor, because he believes in this project as well. Yeah, he talks so well. I agree. Like, legitimately, it's one of those things where it feels natural. It's well written, and the characters are so memorable. I agree. I think that there was a desire for so much more, right? There was like something where I wanted more, even if I know that it was well wrapped up there too. Yeah, and then the help from the Critical Role team, the development team of Critical Role. I really enjoyed that too, because their voice acting chops are like nothing to scoff at either. Because Travis, Laura, we have like I don't remember if Ashley Johnson was like a potent part. Who was who was Blonde's Blazer again? Because I don't know if it was like somebody I was familiar with. And also true, there is a lot for the Dispatch universe to be like, there was a lot of like that can be expanded on. And I think that it's also really interesting because, okay, so I saw an interview with the some of the developers of Dispatch, right? It was one of those things where it's like, oh, this feels like not a throwaway, but it was like one of those things where if you don't know about it, then it's like, oh gosh, you wouldn't have it at all seen this like input or this like perspective. It's like the developers were talking about how the idea of like even somebody like Sonar wasn't even supposed to be like it was supposed to be that Sonar was a throwaway gag, like just a one-off character. And people liked Sonar so much, or the design and like what was already shown so much, that they were like, people were like, we need more of this guy. And it's like, oh, that's so fun that they were like, well, you know, people want this, so might as well. And I'm like, oh hell yeah. I think it's like really interesting because it's like kind of shows that they were like keeping tabs on the like what the interests were mostly. I don't know. I still feel like I'm still in the camp of like I don't like Invisigal. I don't. But that's me. I don't, and that's okay. Yeah, the Dispatch universe could definitely go real far, man. I feel like the idea of dude, I feel like Phenomenon was one that I'm like, I wasn't sure what to expect from him as a character. I still really enjoy the choices I've made. Like, I am not somebody that would like try to go back and try to like, how do I explain it? I'm not gonna go back and like try to get even better of the endings, because I feel like what I did was like my story of Dispatch, if that makes sense. It feels good. And it's like, with Waterboy being on my team, dude, the scene where Robert and Waterboy had a heart-to-heart, that I think is gonna stick with me, man. It's not like it's like crazy potent as like a prominent forefront like thing, but it really shows how much like I feel like Robert was a character that really had like it shown how much he wants to believe in people, especially in that scene. And him holding beef is cute. Yeah. Here, hold the beef. It'll help. And I'm like, Waterboy wants to do well. And it's like, yeah. Also, welcome in. Hi, if you're just joining us. Welcome. I didn't say hi to the previous followers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just joining us, welcome in. We've been just yapping all day. And we were just now talking about Dispatch. We've finished Dispatch when it was like the week the final chapter came out. So if you aren't up to date, that is okay. I'm trying to like avoid major spoilers. But I was talking about how certain scenes were like really fun, and I'm hoping that because of how well the indie game sphere has been doing and how well Dispatch specifically did, that there's going to be like a lot more of a push for season 2 of Dispatch. And I'm like, there's a lot to like add to the world, like the setting, the story, and everything. I don't know. I think that it's open-ended enough that it deserves that for sure. And I feel like one of those things where I'm like, I don't know how to expect like what kind of direction they would take it, but I enjoyed what they did, and I'm like, I like the stakes, the tension. The only thing I think I got frustrated at certain other characters, but it's like, I don't know, more because it was like almost funny to get a little heated at it, if that makes sense. Like, bro, Invisigal needs to just chill, dude. That's all I'm saying. Some people are like, I can fix her. I'm like, you know, past a point, if she doesn't want to fix herself, that's on her. That's it. That's it. Man. Minus Dispatch, though, anything the ad hoc works on, it seems like they'd have a grasp on what they want to do as a studio. Yeah. Invisigal is a brat. I feel like it's a bit more than that. I've seen brat energy, bro. I feel like it's Invisigal is a defeatist, a pessimist, and a defeatist. She drove me crazy, and some people get upset when people dislike Invisigal. That's what I've seen. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say this, and it's like, you don't have to be yes man. You can, if you do like her, you can tell me why. But I'm going to ask, and I have not seen the answer. Besides looks, besides tomboy Latina, why do you like her? I have not seen anybody say anything besides tomboy Latina. Tomboy Latina. And I'm like, okay, yes. But come on. Sorry. It's like so much of like, I don't know, man. Tomboy thirst. It's powerful. I agree. It is a very potent thing. I'm just gonna say is if it was that, you know, if you know, Invisigal didn't look that way, like a pretty decent tomboy, I think everybody would despise the character. Feel like people like her because of her gruff attitude softening with Robert, and people point out that their parents were like that. Huh. I guess that's something. We didn't really get a lot of characterization of Robert's parents, that is. I mean, sorry. And so I'm like, I don't know. But maybe if you dive into her story, it's like more prominent that they talk about that. I don't know. I'm not familiar. I did not pursue that. I also saw one thing. Yeah. I can understand why people like her. I think that I've understood if you've not played the game. Oh, the comics. Okay. That makes more sense, actually. Yeah. I do think that I should read those because I haven't had that. I did not yet. Invisigal's like that hurt bad boy archetype, only tomboy. I can see that. I can see that. I was just saying is that, like, I feel as though it's one of those things where I'm like, I swear that it's like, I just got so frustrated at the fact that like she was so combative. And I'm like, I guess maybe that's why people like it too. It's like she is very much, you gotta fight for her. I'm like, I don't know, man. I feel like out of the two options, if we're just saying one or the other, it would be like, I feel Blonde Blazer is straight up like so much more potently like a better choice. Like so much more. I feel like it's one of those things, man. It's 31 because he's Chase saying his age and oh. Ah, well, that's actually kind of neat. So Robert's like 31. That's crazy to think about. Or supposedly 31. Huh. Feels like it's he acted way well. I guess it's maybe Aaron Paul being the voice and not hiding how like disgruntled he sounds. Mm-hmm. Yeah, early 30s and sound feels ancient. That does, it is his vibe though. So yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. I agree. I like Robert. Mm. Oh, football player. I think that real football player. Oh, I see. Okay, that's a lot of diving into it. I like the fact that there's that much like detail though. That's a neat thing, right? I feel like that makes sense that they're like wanting to flesh it out that to that degree. I was gonna say though is the reason why I really like Robert and Blonde Blazer though is that like there's so much they have in common, and Blonde Blazer is so good for Robert. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Royd. Oh man, Royd also a great choice. I love Royd is very, very good. Yeah. I agree. Royd is one where I'm like, man, I wish we could like, I don't know if there was like sections where we could choose who to talk to, if that made sense. Like instead of just being like, here are your two options, it's like you are free to go say hi to somebody, and then the more you say hi, the more down their path you would go. That's like the visual novel side of like what it feels like it could have been though. But Wawa Wiwa and Awuga respectfully. I mean, yeah, I agree. No, I say that for somebody like Royd, you could be openly like a Wawa Wiwa and Awuga for sure, and he'd be like, you know it. Yeah, boy. Yeah. It's like he would be so excited to be gassed up. I mean, that's I like Royd. I don't know. He's actually pretty humble because we were talking at it was like the talk at the end with Royd where you're like you can be like, hey, you could have been a hero or blah blah blah. It's like, oh no, man. I just like being where I'm at. I was like, he's pretty humble as well. So I don't know, man. Royd is like just a all-rounder, like good dude. big buff man's also super kind, super smart. I don't know. It's there's a lot going for Royd, man. I do wish there was like I think it's a grand consensus that a lot of people want to romance Malevola, right? I'm just saying. Holy. Like imagining it. Oh boy. I feel like big muscular demon woman, that's got a lot of drive. A lot of people like her a whole lot. And I can understand it. 6'6". Crazy also. You know? On the Joan Crawford commercial. I don't remember specifically, but I know I saw a Twitter post about like she's based off of a certain her body type is based off of a certain content creator, and it's like really silly to think about. Buff ladies, yatta. Dude, I feel like I mean, I don't know, man. Malevola is like somebody that seems like so. The only reason why she was here was because of the fact that she was like, yeah, man, I just, you know, I want to do better now. I want to make a better life for myself. I'm like, yeah. She did a lot of bad in her life. She's also a demon, but dude, I feel like I would have absolutely gone for her way more than Invisigal. Oh, same outfit even. Oh shit, really? Oh wow. Okay. A whole outfit even based on. Oh well, that's actually crazy. She wasn't bad and very sweet. Dude, I'm just saying, man. She's somebody that's like, I feel like she would take care of me. That's like such a thirsty thing to say, but I'm like, oh god, I feel like she would take care of me. God damn. I would have picked her so bad. I mean, I'm just, yeah. Oh man. Please, dispatch. Devs, please. I need this in season 2. Let this be a thing. If you have it so that like you can have eventually a romance with Malevola, if you go through the entire first season not romancing anybody, and then in the second season you romance, I will go through the hassle that is not romancing anybody just so that I could do that. Okay? I will drag myself hands and knees through glass shards, okay? Please. Let us date the beautiful demon woman. God. And also Royd. Royd is also somebody. Royd and Flambe also should be on the table, okay? Also should be on the table. I'm just saying, we need our options. If they're all ladies, you gotta understand. Also Roy. I'm just saying, okay? His greed is that of which we've seen only in the Bible. Biblical levels of greed. It sickens me. Which flambe? Burnt eyebrows or missing tooth. I got the burnt eyebrows. Didn't know flambe was gay until he said it. There's a lot of that you can assume. Flambe, it's... I feel like I'm gonna be so real. It's one of those things, it's like the vibes are clear. It wasn't stated unless you did certain things. I saw the clips that you might be referring to. There's like audio where he's going on a mission with like, if you send him with Prism during one specific, it's like it was something like I skipped the closet and went straight to the clubs, and I'm like, oh, that's wow. Oh hell yeah. His outfit in pettiness. I think the voice actor did a really good job embodying a really like catty kind of dude. I like him a lot. By the end of it, I'm like, oh, I love your vibes, Flambe. You're so fun. In the beginning, I really didn't know. Oh man. I mean, slay, okay, Flambe. Jeez. Hell. Makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, I thought it was clear, yeah, when he's saying I'm a bitch. It's true. The karaoke sold him for sure. Oh man. Oh my god, you wanna... Let me show you. Did you know it's on Spotify? It's his karaoke is on Spotify. It's so funny. It's so good. Here it is. Yes. Oh hell yeah. Also, welcome, and if you're just joining us, hi. You know what's wild? Spotify has karaoke as an option, but it's not got the lyrics yet. I hope they have lyrics later at some point. So we have the karaoke version of Flambe's I'm a Bitch. God. Dude, he's so petty in the best way. It's the extended version, the whole song. My bed. Dude, it's so funny. I love him. He's so stupid in the best way. I think he just nails petty flamboyant man. It's great. Oh yeah, the voice actor must have had a fucking blast. Mm-hmm. Just the commentary is so funny to me. Holy shit. I think I killed it. Dude. I gotta get a new Z Team guy. I'm gonna be opening for Taylor. He's a Swiftie. Oh shit. He's such a freak. Oh, I love it, man. Holy dude, it's so good. Yeah. And then back to where we were with Of course he is, bro. He has to be a Swiftie, bro. I'm opening for Swift. Yeah. Holy shit. Dude, imagining this superhero being as like, I don't know, it's just really funny to me. It's so good. Hoes depressed. It's such a banger, dude. I'm like I did not expect to like be this into it, but dog, it's so like the energy is awesome. I love it. Makes me happy. JK, I take my meds. He doesn't even do much more than a frown. Yeah, saying all of that in front of Robert and not a flinch at it. Jesus. Dude, I bet that was also one take, by the way. I could imagine he practiced like the normal version and then it was like, can we do a stupid funny one? Or I don't know, maybe it was written for him. I don't know. I feel like it depends because it's like I'm not sure what parts were like improvised for like certain parts of the game, right? I feel like it could have been, but it's like at least it was one take singing it, but it was like like it was karaoke. But I'm like, I wonder if like the lyrics were like that. I don't know. Like, my name's Robert. Oh my god. Hell yeah. I feel like if you're able to like, you know, do actual karaoke. I've only done like a little bit on stream, but like, dude, it's such a vibe, man. Oh boy, but Bootligans chat. I think we're going to be calling it here today. I appreciate you, okay? Guys, hope you had a good one. Today was actually really nice. I'm going to be actually streaming tomorrow, so I don't want to be overdoing it today. So, appreciate you. Tomorrow, we're going to be diving into Final Fantasy Tactics. And I think it'll be a lot of fun, dude. Because I'm like, you know, I'm trying to figure out what I'm exactly like in, like, what it's going to be. But I'm excited. I'm excited. So, I'll be there. Hell yeah, let's go. Yeah, I've not played it, so it'll be a lot of fun. I'm double checking who is live. And who we might say hi to. I feel like I'm just gonna call it here. At most, I think that, you know, maybe some friends are on, but, you know, I think if you guys funnel into watching either the TikTok or the YouTube short, that would be very, very cool. So, appreciate you. Again, thank you guys so much for the good vibes. I'll be back tomorrow. So, take care of yourself and good night. Good night. Mwah.